I would like to make a case that there has been a gang stalking me, and that this gang is more nefarious and evil than any gang in the whole entire world, and that this is a literal criminal lawsuit and in need of investigation on not just a national scale, but a global scale, and that I will need a private investigator. I will need someone whose job it is to investigate this. I will need someone whose love for their job is greater than life. Someone who will literally love to investigate what I am investigating on. Someone that can want to save the world. Not just save the world. Now, I know that sounds like a strong statement, or I might be exaggerating, but what I have stumbled upon, what I have seen, what I have taken footage of, will change the world. It might sound like an overstatement, but it is an understatement. The footage I have here proves that there is a gang stalking me. There have been crimes committed that I cannot describe as of yet in these videos. Crimes, real crimes that will need to be looked at. You will need to look at. You will need to look with a fine-tooth comb to what's going on. I have on footage people admitting to being alien infiltrators. I have on footage people talking to me, insinuating that they're aliens. I have people on footage intimidating me in stores, trying to subliminal message me and sending me subliminal messages to intimidate me into sinning, corrupting me, and they are claiming to be me and God. They are claiming so many things. They are trying to insinuate that I am a girl and gay. They are trying to insinuate that I am like a dog to them or a dog. And they have been intimidating me and trying to force themselves upon me in ways that I could get a literal private investigator to look at what I'm going through. Now, if you're a private investigator watching this, I need you to understand exactly how to do your job. Now, I don't want to sound rude here, but you should love your job. Not only your job, you should love your country, your state, and you should love every single human being in the entire world. You should not be in it for the money here. You should love your job so much that you would want to look at what I'm going through anyways. I mean, how would it feel to literally be the private investigator that stumbled upon a case that could prove that there are alien infiltrators and that at the very least there's a gang stalking someone? At the very least. But what I know I can prove is real is that there are literal aliens talking to me, insinuating that they are God and they think in their heads that I will cave in and join them and that I'm scared of them. They think that I will sound schizophrenic and delusional when they know now that I will not, and they are trying to shut me up in every which way possible. They have targeted me in so many ways, offline, online, in the streets, off the streets, in the stores, out of the stores, and there's nothing they can do to stop me and your team from working on this case together. It will be on the news everywhere, worldwide. It will be, there could be movies made about this one day, TV shows, everything. All I need from you is to investigate and do your job. It should not be about the money or the fame that you will probably surely have if this case comes to light. This case will literally change the world. Anyone who's working with me will be viewed as a savior, as a literal champion in the darkness of the world. You'll be viewed as a savior with me if we together can work on this case and prove without a doubt that there is something going on in the world that people need to know about. What I need from you all, even on YouTube, to the private investigators, to everyone in the world who can hear me and want to hear me and understand what I'm going through. I have hours of footage which I am trying to compile and condense and make the most efficient wording and sentence structure to make people realize and understand what is going on with me and how this is not fake, this is not lies, these are definitely, certainly not paid actors, and that I can prove that these are not paid actors. I can prove every single thing, and if they are not people I'm working with, then something much deeper is going on in the rabbit hole that I'm about to let you go down, make you go down, can and will save the world if you're willing to work with me. Money is on the table, but I do not want this to be about money. Everyone in the world will know anyone's name who can help me prove that these people are real. The Illuminati is real. They hunt me for the words I speak about. My page, my YouTube, they hunt me. And they are trying to shut me up. They are authoritarian and tyrannical in nature. They are demonic. They are anti-religious. They hunt me for what I speak about. What they started doing at first was they started targeting what I was drinking and eating. Like this, putting flowers near it and food. They wanted me to think that they would save me, that they would be my father or my friends. They started trying to insinuate all these strange subliminal messages to me. And they even started dyeing people's hair red all around me. They started doing even more strange stuff. They started putting gloves on the ground everywhere. But what I noticed at first was them messing with my food, my daily drink, my daily food intake started being messed with on a severe level. And this progressed from barely normal to extremely not normal to so insane I can't believe that it's even going on. Now, this stuff, what I'm talking about, if someone could bear with me, can change the world. I have so much evidence that it's hard to do it. It's hard to handle. I don't know what to do with all the evidence I have. All the pictures of them, these are real demonic beings. People who work with even the government hunting me. They started putting these green stuffed animals everywhere, which I do have photos of many, many times. They started wearing strange shirts around me, almost as if they made them. I totally miss humans. It says serpents right there, and that's on the same day, a couple minutes later. They started walking around me as if I would sound schizophrenic, but at this point, I don't think I will. They started walking around me with one glove. Now, there's many, many photos I have of people walking by me on purpose, almost as if they want me to notice them, and they want to intimidate me, of people wearing one glove, just like Michael Jackson. And what is this satanic reptilian Illuminati known as being? They're known for being pedophiles. They're also known for wanting to make people sin and making people gay and trans. Now, what are they trying to do to me? They're trying to make me gay and trans, and they're trying to pedophile me and intimidate me and lie to me and make me sin. Now, what are they known for going after? They're known for going after people who talk about religion and stuff like that. There were many times where they wanted to insinuate. Over time, I realized this and would always take a photo of what they do and their activities in the store. They wanted to make me think that I drank and ate the apple. The apple in religion is known as the apple of good and evil, and that it punished humanity, that God punished humanity for eating the apple of good and evil from Satan. And they're trying to scare me and make me think that I ate that apple. There are many, many videos and photos I have done on this topic. You will have to watch further. This is an introduction to all the evidence I have on them. Much, much evidence. Them admitting to being alien infiltrators trying to scare me. videos of them, photos of them, much, much more. So much I can't go too much in depth on. I will have to be quick, sweet, and right to the point on this video. I have collected over 30 to 40, I would say 50 gloves in a short amount of time, where it'll just be one glove right where I go. They want to insinuate that there are pedophiles after me, and they want to scare me and psychologically torture me and, like I mentioned before, intimidate me. If this is a Category 5 gang stalking, this, at the very least, would literally be on the news everywhere. And I'm inviting anyone who can see what I see if they watch my videos to come along with me and prove to the world once and for all that the Illuminati is real and they are after me for the words I speak, and I am endangering myself to tell you all about this. Like I've mentioned, over 50 gloves in random places where I've only gone within a 2-mile square radius, for the most part, on 99% of days, and there's always these weird gloves, almost as if someone is placing them there. I will need someone to take the veil out of their eyes and be willing to play the fool to become like a master. I need someone to admit that they don't know what's going on. I need someone to unlearn rather than learn in order to learn from me about what's really going on. I will need someone to admit that they know nothing about reality in order to learn from me and what's going on. Gloves everywhere, over 50 in the last 2 months, randomly. And I mostly ride my bike and on the bus, but when I do walk around, I see these gloves placed everywhere. Like I said, who could be up to this? Who would want to hunt someone for talking about religion? Who would want to hunt someone for talking about politics? Who is a pedophile? Who can have many people all interconnected on the ground? The Illuminati. This is another example of them wanting to insinuate that I ate the poison apple of good and evil that is talked about in the story of Adam and Eve in the Bible. There are many videos in which I talk about where they are trying to insinuate I am a baby or a kid. They insinuate that I'm like a kid alien. They insinuate that I'm baby Jesus. They insinuate that I'm like a dog and a girl. I can prove all of this. They are putting subliminal messages in the stores using movies and books where they are slightly placed different, and they know to some who are unintelligent and can't think outside the box and aren't willing to know and understand, they don't know as much as they think, that I'm schizophrenic or delusional. But I can prove with this video and open your mind and tear the veil of what you thought was real that this, what I'm experiencing, is more than real, and it can blow the lid off the whole thing. Every single person in the world will know that the Illuminati, the satanic lizard people known as the dragon and the serpent in the Bible, which is reptilian, are real and is all interconnected. They are all interconnected. They are all connected to me. And it's because of what I speak about, what I talk about, what I know, and they are hunting me. This is a threat to national and global security and not to be taken as a joke. They started dyeing everyone's hair around me red, to the point where I am like Rain Man, in a way. I have OCD with noticing patterns and behavioral changes in people. And this girl had brown hair and dyed it red, of which I can prove. And here she was talking about a movie where the sun was led astray and that they had to kill humans in order to save the planet. And they had to reunite with their dad. They are literally trying to pretend to be my family and my father right in front of me, of which I can prove with many, many videos over the past 2 months. They are even imprinting their own shirts to say random stuff, like, I miss the humans, and God. They are basically walking around as civilians, trying to pose as civilians, trying to intimidate me, into being one of them. And there's even YouTube comments talking about, which I can prove with photos, with videos, where they talk about wanting me to join them, and that they're after me, that they want to turn me into their pet, and that they're my father, and that the Illuminati is real. I have conversations and videos of conversations with these people where they admit to being lizard reptilian people, and they are trying to brainwash me and indoctrinate me into thinking that Jesus is Satan and Satan is Jesus. All of which I can prove if you're willing. If you've seen this much, if you've gone this far into the video, and you should know, if you have any sort of brain cells in you or intelligence, that there might, maybe, be something to what I'm saying. They started putting all of these stuffed animals everywhere, specifically green stuffed animals, just like the other toy that was green and reptilian. There's another video I have, which I have it on video, where within 5 to 10 minutes, there was a guy holding a purple reptilian dinosaur near his penis. There was a kid in a wheelchair with a green dinosaur on his lap, and there was a man with a purple frog and a dog in his carriage, except the dog was real and the frog was a stuffed animal, and with a kid backpack. Outside of where I sleep, there is a man that had painted his bike to look like kids. There's a bunch of girls with red hair on it, and Chucky from Rugrats with red hair. Now, you can connect all these people through these common themes, these similarities. What about all of these people are very similar in nature? Can be connected to only one person, and that is the reptilian satanic hive mind that is a pedophile ring, a cult that controls the world, and it is only linked, besides them, to me. And I can prove it all if someone is willing to look at my case. This here, again, is them hunting me, and what are the odds that someone put apple cider vinegar down? Now, you might think, oh, people walk around the store and someone put it back. Yeah, but what are the odds they put it right next to the apple juice? Not very much. 1 in a million chance of that. It's them trying to insinuate that I ate the apple of forbidden good and evil. Here is where the rabbit hole goes deep and the plot thickens. It says Barbie. Now pay attention to these movies. Now, see how it says E.T.? Okay, well they want to insinuate that they're aliens and I gotta be a girl. So look at the difference in these movies. These movies are all normal for the most part. But these ones are different. Now how can you connect these movies? Well, I told you, I know them. They want me to think they're aliens and they're my family, that I have to be one of them, and that I'm a girl, because they want to make me sin and molest me and pedophile me. Now, what's the difference between these, like I said, and these? Well, these, Looney Tunes, this House, Friends, I think, these are just normal, random, these aren't connected. These are just random movies. What does these connect to? Barbie and E.T.? They don't connect with each other, but they connect to me and to Satan. Placing gloves all around the store, they have done multiple times. They placed winter gloves over the lipstick. They placed regular gloves near the candy. All places where they know I'll be, and I'll be filming them. Because you gotta understand that they are a different species. They are addicted to fear, control, and pain. And they are severely addicted to that. All of this can be proven with historical facts, psychological facts, facts you gain online, and my evidence, and my footage, and my photographs. More and more people dyeing their hair red. On another day, the Barbie movie is placed differently. The Free Guy movie was placed differently. The Medea movie was placed differently, which is about a man pretending to be a woman. And Rocket Man, who is someone known as being homosexual. They also, like I mentioned, they always put stuff differently. Now, what's the difference between these cards and this one? It's to the side. just like the movies, just like the books they do. And what's the difference between all the normal and all the things that are placed slightly different? The things that are placed slightly different always have a connotation or an insinuation to intimidate me into being a girl or a child, or even at times signs of being a dog. And this has been going on for over 400 videos. If you would like to stick with me and understand this is real and investigate this further and save the world with me, you will need to bear with me. You will need to sit down with me, pay or no pay, because that shouldn't matter at this point, for hours. You will need to dedicate time every single day, at least a little bit a day, to following this story. And I will be continuing to update you, send you videos and photographs of what they do. This is not like Spider-Man. I can promise you that what I am proving to you is live on camera. Live, not just like this. And that you should never ever assume that I'm doing this, or that I'm crazy, or schizophrenic, on drugs, or anything of the matter. I have tried to think of every single possibility a human would say that this isn't real. Paid actors, I'm doing it. Well, how come I have a video of a man doing it almost in front of me? They want to be so obvious about it that people just assume I'm schizophrenic or that they're a part of it. Do you really want to take the chance that they're not? Do you really want to take the chance that I'm not just doing this? Now, I also am being targeted online, like I mentioned. Now, JC Shavire is a real Facebook, and they sent me this of a girl with red hair in a movie called The Infiltrator. Like I said, they are admitting to being alien infiltrators, of which I can prove with footage and photographs. But I want to mostly cover is that they are around me also, and that you as an investigator should love your job, love your state, love your town, love your country, and love your whole planet and universe. I can prove that they are after me. Even the movie that's out right now about the girl that turns into a panda, they are trying to target me and insinuate that I'm a girl. Like I mentioned, this is not paid actors. These are they are using movies and even people in the music industry to intimidate me. Now look at this. If you only knew. And he has his legs spread wide open, almost pointing at his penis. And he's wearing a wig. And if you look at his page, he wasn't like this before. Nothing to do with gay or trans or wigs or anything. He started taking pictures of him with a dog that does not look happy, starting to look like a dildo, and in a dress. And then that picture too, which is of a different music video. They are trying to target me everywhere, like I mentioned twice. Now here, they want me to think of 666, which means the devil. And they put, where I get food, a girl with one eye, like the Illuminati. I mentioned that there are many conversations where they wanted me to think that Jesus is Satan, or that I'm baby Jesus and they're regular Jesus. They want me to think that they're my family or friends, or that I'm part of them. They want me to join them, and they've asked me a couple times, and I have it on footage. They're being so provocative that they hope that people will think that they're just trolling me online, which means just toying with me, making fun of me, which they're actually not. These people are around me. Now that's a Jesus shirt. A girl got a God shirt. And this girl has a shirt that says Satan on it. And that's a satanic symbol. They want me to think Jesus is Satan. All I did was look around 180 degrees to take this picture. They are cornering me and targeting me everywhere I go. What I need is help from someone who actually cares about humanity and doesn't care about anything but their job. They started putting the movies all around the store and signs everywhere. Chapstick, gift wrapping, in a movie with a girl with red hair. These are all what's known as subliminal messaging in order to intimidate me into being one of them and sinning and not saying anything. On this day, all the movies were normal except for House and the Barbie movie, which I was talking about House recently, and then all of a sudden this happened. Now this is something creepy here where, look at this, 6:57, she's like almost shushing someone. And at 7:29, I happen to be saying that they're all criminals. They might as well all be dressed like criminals. And it says at this, and I do this at 7:29. She is a criminal. They started wearing kids' clothes everywhere, dyeing their hair red, everything I've talked about before, and started sending weird subliminal messages wherever I would go. Like I said, they want to insinuate I'm a girl, a gay person, a trans person, or like their dog. They want to demean me. They put stuffed animals everywhere. I even started seeing a bunch of commercials and signs on entertainment and TV of girls with red hair. Like I mentioned, that movie, that kids movie with the girl with red hair, they want me to think I have to be her and the girl with the infiltrator, because they're infiltrating. This day was a day much later, a couple days, and they wanted me to think that we're like old friends, and that I have to be a girl, and that Anastasia and a dog. These are the only movies that are different. And they're also out of place where they were usually. Anastasia, girl with red hair, near Rockaman, a gay person, Medea. You could tell that they rearranged these movies to be all right next to each other, which they weren't in the other pictures if you look back. And Barbie, and old friends. And I always talk about House. And then dog, because they've tried to insinuate many times that I'm a dog, or a girl, or a gay person, or a trans person. Now here, they wanted me to think that they're my dad, and they're God. That's why this is placed differently, and this is placed differently. And for the most part, everything else is normal. Besides maybe this, but then that's blue. And they know I think of blue as more of a friendly color, like a lot of people do. But this one, I'm sure you can ignore and know this and this are connected, and these aren't connected to anything. And what would these and this be connected to? My story. I told you, they want me to think that they're my dad, and that I'm a dog, or a girl. They want me to think I'm like transgender, or gay, and that all the things in these stores that are misplaced or put differently all have these same common themes. You have to be like Sherlock Holmes in order to understand what's going on here. You have to unlearn. You have to think outside the box. You have to expect the unexpected. Gloves. Like I mentioned, they started putting stuffed animals everywhere. And here you can see, like I said, they wanted me to think I'm a baby or their kid. Like a baby, not as a regular kid. They want to intimidate me into being subservient and quiet when I speak about politics and religion. And look at this. Teddy bear and some sort of unicorn in a baby car seat. This is video 107 of over 400, and I haven't even yet to begin to give you over 1% of the evidence. Right outside where I live, there is a guy who signs stuff for a smoke shop, and then he started putting these stickers on his bike that weren't always there. A girl with red hair, a guy with red hair, and all this weird kid stuff. Like, it screams pedophile to me. Like I said, who is a pedophile in this world that is known for being able to be in a bunch of different places at once, wants to make people gay or trans, and doesn't want people to talk about religion or politics? The Illuminati, the devil, the satanic hive mind of wizard people. Here's an example of how this all started, where I was going to buy 2 Snickers bars, and then the next day, I bought 2 Snickers bars, and then the next day, I go in and there's 2 Snickers bars placed slightly differently because they want me to think I got it from them. Now, I think they want me to think that I'm in some sort of debt to them. I think they want me to think I made a deal with the devil. I think they're trying to intimidate me and silence me all in one and hope I just believe in one of them, like throwing baloney at a wall. Here they want me to think that I am locked to them. Look at this, a glove with a bike lock, because they want me to think I'm locked to them and that they're pedophiles. They started trying to copy my bike, where I had my bike there, which is the same type, and they parked 2 of the same type of bikes next to me. They're trying to copy me, pretend to be me, do all sorts of weird stuff to me in order to intimidate me into silence. Now what I need is someone to realize the urgency and significance of this, and tell every single person that they know that this is real, and that my channel has much more evidence, actual, real conversations with these people that are on footage, on camera, real conversations where they almost accidentally insinuate that they're aliens, and a couple of them where they literally say that they are aliens and that they are infiltrating this planet and that Jesus is Satan, Satan is Jesus, and they want me to believe that there's something called Christ consciousness, and that we're all God, and they're trying to manipulate me and deceive me into believing in them. Like I talked about a minute ago, there's these cable cords, like almost like a bell or something to tie something around. Now look at this. Right next to there, I found a sock with a girl with red hair. They are after me. They want me to feel like I'm in their grips, like I'm tied to them, like I'm tied up. That's the way they speak. It's like a subliminal messaging. It's like a hidden message. Just like how I told you, they want me to think that they got me and that I'm in their grasp, in their grip. And here's another example of how they put subliminal messages everywhere, where it's family for beginners, which, like I told you, they want me to think that they're my family. They want me to think I'm a dog. Look at that dog. There's a dog right there. Look. And a glove. Like I told you, they want me to think that they're pedophiles and they're Michael Jackson. Not like literally Michael Jackson. They want me to think that they're pedophiles and that they got me. And that I have to listen to them. And I have to be a girl and a baby and a kid and a dog. And that they're my family. Only if I believe in them and listen to them and follow their orders and instructions. It's literally the Illuminati trying to indoctrinate me. In this scene, in this video, there's a dog leash and 3 hearts. Now you gotta think, where are all the other... There's other common themes to be linked here, such as when there was the extension cords for plugs, and there was the girl on the sock with the red hair. That's like, I told you, they want to insinuate that I'm on like their leash. These are 3 Valentine's hearts near the dog leashes. Like I told you, they want me to be like their dog. And there's many other common themes where I said I'm going to be viewed like Peter Parker, Spider-Man, where it's like someone's going to assume that I might be taking these pictures. Then all of a sudden, the next day or two, there was a Spider-Man child outfit near the... Hold on. Now look at this.
Like, they were trying to make me, like, think about it right here. I told you, they be me, but now I wanted them to pretend to be me in front of the humans, too. The humans in the government, I should say. And, like, they were trying to
think that I'm, like, on their leash. Like, there was a man, the same man who I said, do you know about Jesus Christ? And he said, oh, baby Jesus, and he pointed to me. And then it was the same guy that also talked about praying to Satan. And he has a big beard. Like he was trying to insinuate that he's Jesus, my father, or that I'm one of them. And then he had a belt around, and he put the belt in a carriage and then walked away with the belt after he walked back to the carriage and walked away with it again. These are all common themes, you have to all tie them together. Right when I'm talking about Spider-Man, there's Spider-Man. Right when I'm thinking about eating something, they mess with my drinks, they mess with my food. They all have these common themes among them, where they want me to think I'm a girl, a dog, they want me to think that they're Jesus, and the people online admit it, saying that they're aliens and infiltrators. Now, I need someone to be interested enough where they would want me for them to compile more evidence in a more efficient and formal way where I can relay as much information in as little time as possible. In this one, much like the guy who had women clothing, he was buying women clothing and bananas. This one is about jewelry for women and bananas. Now, it's one of them placing this like that to insinuate that I have to be gay and trans, just like the movies, just like the books, just like the cards, all placed slightly differently. Now you have to be like Sherlock Holmes and look outside the box, think outside the box, and think creatively. And think now who could be doing this? A gang? Or maybe a cult? A cult of who? A cult of lizard people that walk amongst people that are known about. This movie, They Live, is real. About a man who finds sunglasses where he can magically see that the people around him are not human. And they want everyone to consume and they control parts of the government. And that they're hurting all the humans in and out of every single job in the whole entire world. These people are real. They're also known for being pedophiles. And this can all be linked to me and them. Every single thing that's going on right now in Miami can all be linked to a satanic pedophile cabal cult hell bent on manipulating me and making me into a little girl, gay, trans, making me sin and join them, of which I can prove with texts, I can prove with footage, photographs, I can prove with history, psychological facts, I can prove with every single thing in the entire world, conversations on Facebook, and just lots of videos I've compiled, lyrics to the songs written in the music industry, and when you put it all together in a gigantic puzzle like an exquisite corpse, it will reveal that my videos, all of them, are real. And that what's also real is They Live. The movie is real. Now, what are all the similar signs here? See any similarities? This is not normal. This is not a coincidence. 666. It's even on the dollar bill. New World Order. That's what they want, is a new world order. They want a fascist dictatorship, a new world order. They are trying to copycat God's new heaven and new earth. And they want to use Trojan horses such as climate change and overpopulation to trick people in the government into working for them and thinking that taking away people's rights is okay, when there's really demonic entities known as Nephilim lizard people that can shapeshift and even walk amongst civilians, unbeknownst to them, all while doing it. And if you have made it this far in the video, which I'm really proud if you have, what I can do is prove to you that this is still 1% of the evidence. And I work day in and day out compiling it in a way that it will be short, sweet, to the point, and efficient enough in order to get someone to not care about how slow I talk and not care how long it takes to get this information. This information can save the world. It is all an alien demonic invasion that is more like living inside of their sick, evil, world which they all control. They're addicted to control, fear, pain. They're addicted to every single thing, mostly control and pain. And they want to lull us asleep. They want to make every single person in this universe asleep and blind, ignorant. They want everyone to be dumbed down, not caring. They want everyone to sin and forget about God. They are infiltrating public school systems, such as infiltrating the school systems and making all the kids learn about gay and trans people. They are making everyone gay and trans. They don't just want me to be gay and trans. They want you to be gay and trans. They want your kids to be gay and trans. They want your uncles, your aunts, your grandparents to be gay and trans. They want everyone to be gay. And it's a Trojan horse. The West itself was almost a Trojan horse. The freedom in the West is being overridden at the same time as it was only used to make people sin and look like humanity was getting better, when really it was the devil setting up their little playpen called America. And I can prove every single thing. The reason they hunt me is because I'm the truth. I speak the truth and nothing but the truth, so that's why they're after me. They want to demean me, make me sin, make me join them. They want to lie to me every single day. Now, what I need from you, if you've heard this evidence, you are now guilty by association. If you do not help me publish this video, you're basically guilty. This is not a threat. This is the fact that I'm telling you these people are real. And I can prove with music, TV, entertainment, media, history, psychological facts, and statistics. I can prove with photographs, videos, that they are more than real and more than after me and more than after anyone who speaks the truth, and they are after me because of what I know. Ask about Illuminati. I will be making more and more videos about what I'm talking about now, and what I need from you is to call me ASAP, 978-715-5036. Please call me as soon as you can, and I will let you know what we can do to save people and to save the world and to lure as many people as quick as possible. What you need to do is help and just tell every single person you know that this video is real and that something has to be done as fast as possible. There's nothing wrong with sharing this video and sharing it to every single person you know, or else the world will most likely be in danger. Because it is. The world is in danger if this message doesn't get out. Everyone who knows that this is real and what I'm experiencing is real and sees something off, at least a little bit of something off with what's going on, then something needs to be done.